You have to balance the energy. Keeping the vibe 365 begins when you start the practice of balancing the energy within you. There are multiple forms and ways for you to achieve, and especially on a very personal basis, for you to achieve this sense of balance. In many ways, you can consider it is healing. You are healing the energy within you to balance the energy within you, to then keep the vibe 365 in the easiest and most productive way, if you want to see it in that sense. Keeping the vibe 365 is this understanding that you are this ball of energy, that you have this life force energy that flows through you. You have this human energy field, this energy field that surrounds you, and it is about making sure that you do the work in order to keep the vibe on a regular basis in an automatic way. And it is understanding that you have this ability, this natural born ability within you to alter and to balance that vibe simply by using your thoughts, simply by balancing by understanding your thoughts and balancing those thoughts and making sure that they are positive and no longer negative, that you are not telling yourself a negative story, that you are not repeating negative stories, that you are staying above this line, and if at all cost, at least be neutral, because you are this big ball of energy and you can keep that vibe 365. We are all walking this earth. We are understanding that we have to raise this vibe in order to feel this true sense of purpose, this true sense of joy, because that's the foundation of any purpose. That's a purpose. And one way for us to keep that vibe is to understand that the energy, the vibe that we have going on, this metaphysical aspect of ourselves, the vibe of energy that we go to sleep with is the same energy that we will wake up with. And so typically, this beautiful life on planet Earth will say, we go to bed thinking automatically about the next day and all the stuff that has to be accomplished. So our first thoughts when we wake up are, oh crap, these are all the things I have to accomplish. You're already exhausted before you begin. Clear your mind in a conscious way every night. Begin this practice that we use, if both morning and night, if at all possible. But one of the things we have to do at some point is break away. We have to sit quietly. We have to possibly allow this negative energy to come to the surface so we can spit it out, so we can get it out. That's why you have this urge and need to talk and say it out loud, to vent to another person. But now it's time to go further, because now you're spreading it. You're putting your negative energy onto other people, the people that have to listen to it. And I think most people are kind of tired of having to be that cushion, because we've been trained to see it in a less compassionate way. And here's that beautiful story. Here's the beautiful organic divinity coming right through. And that is that what I have learned, what is important to share, is that if you are honest without compassion, it is brutal, it is barbaric. And if you are compassionate without honesty, it is manipulation. It is cathartic to speak this to another person. It is one way of removing negative energy. But this one important rule to follow is that you can say it to a person who can receive it and brush it off and has no hand in the card game, right? What's that saying? They have no skin in the game. You can't vent to another person at all, 0 times, when that person knows anybody within the story that you're about to tell, because this is about stories. The more stories you tell, the more negative energy you carry, the more you are below the line, and you want to keep the vibe 365. So you have to begin to stop. You have to begin to see what stories you are speaking, and instead of having to say it to people, get in this quiet mode, allow the thoughts to come in, and visually and also kinesthetically wipe your hands and ping them off and remove that energy. It is the practice of you getting in touch with your metaphysical self. This is keeping the vibe 365. And we all have this ability. This is not a special talent. We all have this ability. It's what got us out of the dinosaur age. And it's a beautiful way to live every day. The energy that you go to sleep with should be as positive and as clean and pure as possible. Do the work to get those few minutes to sit quietly. You won't be sorry. Stop watching negative TV before you go to bed at night. There are so many ways to balance your energy. So many ways. And as you use your favorite methods, now go deeper. If you do your yoga, your prayer, your meditation, your Reiki, if you exercise, if you jog, if you bicycle, if you hike, all of these are ways to balance the energy within you. It's why you love doing it. Begin to recognize the differences of your energy when you are doing these activities, and understand and begin to see the difference in the energy within you when you are speaking negatively, when you are sharing and talking negative stories. You may surprise yourself, because we are all tuning in and tapping in now. This is the age of subtle energy, and we must understand our metaphysical selves. We have this side of ourselves that is this life that is included in this life that we live on earth, and we can make it lovely. We can make it easier. We can make it light. We want the vibe to be light and to be fun. Keeping the vibe 365 is that fun and light vibe that we all are after. Balance the energy within. Thank you.